I'm Tom, a Vietnamese who learned English. Therefore, I'm not going to teach you anything. I just want to share my English learning experiences. And today's sharing is all about how to speak better English in a few simple steps. Back to the time when I began learning English, it was very challenging and difficult to me to fluently speak out a full sentence. So, what's the reasons? I feel around there are some. The first one, I have learned many vocabulary, but I cannot put them into a sentence in the right order which they are supposed to be. The second one is that I just cannot focus on the speaking parts because I spend too much time thinking about grammatical issues. And the most important, it takes too much time to translate from Vietnamese to English in your head before you can finally speak out. So, let's go to the main point. How do I deal with the problems? The solution is practicing with sentence patterns. I no longer translate word by word. Instead, I make use of sentence patterns anytime I speak English. Then, where to find sentence patterns? Easier than you think. Sentence patterns are everywhere. As for me, I find them when reading books, listening to music, and watching movies. About the books, it's somehow expensive to buy a English book in Vietnam, so I choose ebook. Many sources to download good ebooks from the internet, and I quoted someone in the description below. Then, sure you need the ebook reader app to read anytime on your phone. Movie and music subtitles and many YouTube channels are really helpful. I also recommend some sources that you can find very high qualities of videos for learning English. Of course, in the description below. And the question is what to do with sentence patterns. Let's go to an example. Let's say I am interested in the sentence. I'm not quite sure if that's the right thing to do. Firstly, write out a sentence on your notes or just simply remember it in mind. Now you are trying to make out as many versions as possible from this sentence. To do this, you just replace the words in original sentence by your own words. For example, I'm not quite sure if Tom is the right person to believe in. Or another example, I'm not quite sure if this hotel is the best place to stay. Secondly, you try to prolong the sentence. You make a sentence longer by adding some information. Remember, it's not necessary to make a sentence which is too long. In reality situations or communication contexts, we hardly ever speak too long sentences. We need to breathe, sure thing. Here are some ways you can make it longer. I'm not quite sure if he's a good man to marry because he's ugly. Or you can make another example like I'm not quite sure if Tom's the right person to believe in because he's keep lying. Now, let's try another example. I'm not quite sure if this hotel is the best place to stay during this heavy snowfall. And the last but not least, from now on, every time you speak English, using sentence patterns instead of translating word by word, We are Vietnamese. We just cannot speak it without strongly in our head. And the people who speak fluently, they know how to lessen the time of translation. And so, using sentence patterns is one of the way that you can try. Thank you. See you in the next video.